Hollie Hobbies. I'm going to just hop on here a few minutes early and get everything set up on my iPad. So if you're here a little early with me, leave me a comment, say hello, and ready. All right, I'm on my iPad. Hi, Anna. Hi, Martha. Welcome. I just hopped on a little early trying to get all that technical stuff figured out. I think I'm finally starting to get the hang of that side of it. So that's good. All right. How you doing today? Is everyone having a good day? Enjoying this gorgeous summer weather? Hi, Shannon. Hi, Shannon. Welcome. Welcome. Are the boys taking you on date night tonight? Your sons? Is it movie time? Hi, Nancy. Welcome. Hi. Hi, Lori. Welcome. Welcome to my channel. I just recently started going live, so this is a fairly new venture for me. So I really appreciate you being here. It means a lot to have you all here supporting my live journey. I'm just giving it a few minutes. Hi, Sandra. Welcome. Welcome. It's been a little busy. I'm getting ready for vacation. We start our vacation tomorrow, so I just wanted to make sure I was able to do this live. I won't be live next Thursday. I was going to try to schedule a live out, but I just ran out of time. So the following Thursday, after next Thursday, I will be back for some. Oh, you did it last night. Oh, was it good? Was it good? I love that movie. It's the new one, right? Oh, which wreaths have you tried, Martha? Oh, thank you, Nancy. We're excited. It's going to be we both are ready for vacation. I need to recharge the batteries and it's going to be great. Which wreaths have you tried, Martha? I always like to hear which ones people have done. Hi, Deborah. Welcome, welcome. The crown, I believe it's about it's I think I saw something on YouTube about that, and it's I think it means that you've been like my number one or whatever engager on the lives. I got to brush up on it, but it was something new where they where you can tell with your followers on live if they've or if you've been on here before. And they're always doing new stuff, so I I got to brush up on all that stuff. Oh, you did the wine cork wreath. Oh, I love that one. A funny story about that one is a friend of mine had asked me if I wanted some wine corks because if I could, she knew I crafted and if I wanted to try to do something with them. And I just sat on those wine corks trying to find the perfect craft to do with them. And then I ended up doing that wine cork wreath, and I all to take pictures. And the whole thing just broke, so I had to redo that whole wreath. But I was actually, I know I say this a lot, oh, that's my favorite or that, but they're all my favorites, and that is actually one of my all-time favorites. I love that wreath. But you wouldn't say it was quality. Okay. So it's almost like the other ones might have been just as good, huh? The older ones? Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, we're gonna get started. I know we've been in the sunflower zone for the last three lives. I've just been kind of on the sunflower kick, and I got my sunflower earrings on. And this is probably going to be the last one we're going to do, and then we'll move on to some other things. But I got sent this kit from Unique in the Creek, and it comes with all the pre-cut mesh, which is really nice. And it comes with one of the Unique in the Creek boards. This is the large board, and the comes with the middle, the sunflower. And then you get this cute little ladybug with it as well. So I've been trying to decide which way I want to do this kit. And since we've done some of the Dean petal, we've done, that's the most common sunflower. We did that already, and we did the other one, which was the no fray petal, which I wouldn't have been able to do with this because the mesh is 10 by 10s. So I just decided we're going to try something else, and we'll see how it goes. I haven't tested this out. It's in my head, and I really hope it comes out the way I have it envisioned in my head. So most of the old ones were better. Yeah. I don't think that would be good if the dinosaur looked like an alien. Looks too like sci-fi-ish. So, which petal, Shannon? Which one are you talking about? I got my coffee. I'm ready to rock and roll. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to see how this goes. So what is nice about these kits is everything is pre-cut and ready to go, which is nice. And there's plenty of squares here. And I believe, let's see if this is the 10 by 10. Because you can just get this mesh and do it on your own too. Oh, this is the 10.5 by 10.5. So that's nice. All right. So what we're going to do is I have this board preloaded, and if you ever worked with these before, they have different rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is the inner one. And then they have the two indented holes here at the top, which is where you would put your hanger. And so I preloaded the board right here. And it's easier to flip it upside down and put your zip ties in upside down when you're preloading. So I just decided we're going to use all of these sets of holes. So for row 2, we're using each of the sets here. Row 3, we're going and all the sets in row 4. And we're going to see how row 5 goes, but I don't think we're going to have to do row 5 because of the center that we're going to use. So we're going to do the, I don't know what the petal is called. It's the same petal that, well, we're going to do two different petals, but we're going to start, I call it the angel wing petal. If anybody knows the name of this petal, let me know. I'm not very good with the names of all the petals. So what we're going to do is that same petal. So, and it's a very simple petal, and we're just going from factory edge left and right. We're tilting it, and we're bringing the corner up to the tip here. And like I always say with everything, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be exact. And then we're going to make a visual line straight down the middle to the tip. And we're simply going to pinch and grab till we get to that tip, and then fold it in half. And if you have any fraying part, you could just cut those off. Oh, are you talking about that one petal that I was asking on your live, Shannon? Where you, let's see, fold in half, one corner down. Is that the one you're talking about? Because that would have been a good one to do too with this one. Hi, Cindy. Welcome. Welcome. But we're going to try this. This is what I had in my head, and we're going to see what it looks like here. And this is actually the same petal that, if you saw my poinsettia post, this is the same petal that I use for that poinsettia, that particular one. It's all of these petals added to the wire wreath frame, which is what I'm more comfortable working with. But I am venturing into the unique and the creek boards a little bit as well. So I wanted to give this vision a test here with the board. Is that the one you were talking about? The one that you did with the butterfly one? Hi, Janice. Welcome. Hi, Cindy. Lori. So we're going to just start with these angel wing petals. Like I said, if you know the name of them, please let me know. I really like that petal that you did on the butterfly kit, Shannon. Is that the one where you went down like this and then flipped it over? That would have been a fun one to do. So we're simply folding it in half, going up to that corner. You did it closer to the middle, the first petal. So this is not going to be too see-through for what the vision is. But I think as we start, it's going to fill up nicely. Hi, Janice. I know you've probably worked a little bit more with these boards than I have. I was really excited, though. I was at Hobby Lobby, and I found 3 of them on the clearance rack. And you better believe I grabbed them. So we're going to go around the outside edge doing that same thing. And I don't think that I think it looks the same on both sides. Yep. So it doesn't matter what side you use. And this is, if you're just joining, this is the same petal that you do for the one of the angel wings that I've done. And that's why I call them angel wing petals, because they look like little angel wings. So we are just going to start working our way around with these petals here. Fold, let's see, in half. Fold in half, corner to corner. Then fold one corner. Oh, I know what petal you're talking about. Yes, that one I was watching the other day, and I want to try that petal. That looks really fun. I know exactly what I was thinking. It was the other petal. Yeah, that one is cool. But you did your sunflower like that, and I thought I don't want to do it exactly the same. So I just had this in my head, something really flowy and basically like the poinsettia, except we're doing the inner row. We're going to do, we might even do something different on this row, but let's see what this looks like once we get all of these added. I know I have enough mesh to do all of these because I counted that. All right. I kicked everyone out of the house. I said, leave. I'm getting ready to go live. I don't like to go live when people are here making all this noise. The only person I care about making noise is Turbo. Yeah, I do too, Shannon. I love the angel wing petal. It's so pretty, and it makes a really pretty poinsettia. On and around. I do it on a wire wreath frame usually, and then add the little balls in the center. But I am going to try some different ones this season with that. I love that one petal. It's so pretty. The I think it's like the one where they do the dahlias, or the like that looks like little cones. All right. I'm actually figured out the iPad thing, which is good. Because the first one I was squinting, trying to see, couldn't figure out that part of it. Engage has to do with engagement or something like that. So if you haven't, make sure you do a thumbs up for me. It really helps me and my channel. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do, because that really helps as well. And they'll just start pushing it's just like Facebook. YouTube's the same thing. It's all about the algorithm, and they'll push your content out if people are engaging and liking your content. So we're just going around and around. I decided let's just do something simple here because I'm in vacation mode, so I got kind of brain fog right now. I'm tired. Overlap these a little bit here. A little bit. If Betty's on here, because she was asking me what that was, and I said that we'll be doing it on this one. Yeah, I think that one is really pretty. But that other one I want to do is that dahlia where they cut the triangle in half and then you roll it into the cones, and it's so pretty. All right. Martha, which is the other one that you've done besides the wine cork? And all or suggestions of anything that you would like to see made, let me know, because I'm brainstorm for fall and Christmas. And list. Of course, nothing ever goes as planned with my list. I always get detoured. But I do have a few plans, but if there's anything that you want to see made, leave a comment, let me know, and I will add it to my list of to-dos. I think, well, I've been working really hard to get ready for vacation. And so I have two tutorials that are planned. I always release a tutorial every Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So even though I'm on vacation, I made sure that I have my tutorials all ready to go. And I'm really excited about the next two tutorials. Like, I can't wait for you to see them. They scream fun, and they go together. I don't want to spoil the secret, but I'm really excited with how they turned out. And they were both ones that I wanted to get to last year that I ran out of time and I had to put them away. So when I was pulling out my fall stuff, I was like, "Oh, yes, I cannot wait to do those." You love anything fall? Yes, I know everyone seems excited to start all the fall stuff, and everyone's doing the Christmas in July right now. And I had one of my girlfriends, I thought, I gotta jump on this Christmas in July wagon, because that's in the wreath community. Everybody's on that. And so I posted the poinsettia one or something, and my girlfriend's like, "It's July. Like, what are you doing?" And I was like, "Well, it's Christmas in the wreath and crafting world right now." You did the yes, I saw your dahlia. That's so pretty, Shannon. Did you use the poly burlap or did you use regular mesh? The crowns are top fans. All right. You did the snow cone, Martha. That one was a fun one. Did you have a hard My fingers hurt so bad after the end of that wreath, trying to pull those pipe cleaners through that what is that called? Splatter screen. My fingers were sore, like it, because I think those some of those pipe cleaners weren't very stiff and they were so hard to get through there. But I love that one. I thought that was a lot of fun. Yes, that's what I'm doing too, Shannon, because I haven't done a new one yet. I can't even. I mean, I went next door and went. Luckily, I had organized it pretty good. All my stuff. Well, they when I brought it next door, it wasn't organized. So a few months ago, I went through and kind of organized my Christmas and fall, but I haven't even begun to think about pulling that stuff out. I gotta work on fall first before I move on to Christmas. But so that's why I think it's been fun with the sunflowers, because they can go summer, fall. They're very versatile. So we're just working our way. Use the poly burlap. Yeah, your dahlia was really pretty. So I think that's what I'm going to do. What's going to be one of my Christmas ones is I'm going to do a poinsettia with that dahlia style. All right. And if you haven't checked out Shannon's from Shannon Feeling Crafty, check out her Facebook page. And she made my rose, and she did the most beautiful combo of meshes, which blew my mind. Um, she used a fabric mesh and was it a poly mesh, I think, and they were both very similar in colors, but she alternated them and layered them, and it so beautiful. It's the most beautiful rose with just that subtle variation with the different meshes. It is so pretty. So pretty. I bet your aunt was very happy with that. I would have never thought about, in my head I was thinking to do a variegated and add different colors, but I would have never thought with different textures like that or different mesh. That is really, it was so pretty. All right, so we're on our very last one here, and these boards just make it so easy with their holes all set and everything's just right there for you. Yeah, I thought I worked with fabric mesh and I haven't worked with that yet. I thought it was canvas mesh that I had, but I'm going to have to get some of that because that was really pretty. Okay, so now we are moving on to our next row here. And this is where I'm debating if I want to do that different petal or if I want to do one more round of the angel wing petals. So let's do one of each and then we'll see what it looks like. I just thought it would be nice to do another round of this before we move to the cone one. So basically, the other one that I had in mind to do is you're going to roll in your corners. And we're just going to roll until we meet in the center. And then pinch and grab and fold in half. And it gives you that beautiful cone look. So that was my thought for this next one. So let's add this and see what it looks like. And I think that's going to blend in nicely with. Oh yeah, I like that. That looks pretty. So it kind of has the same tips in a way, but it's a little bit different. And I think it's just going to look really nice with having that variation. Because I know I'm going to do the cones for sure. I just don't know if I want to do two rows with the cones or just one. Hi, Laura. Welcome. The cone petal. We're doing another sunflower today on the Unique in the Creek board. And I'm trying to decide if I want to do the cone or do another row of that. I don't know. I'm kind of torn. Like I said, I didn't plan this out ahead of time. I'm just trying to kind of figure this out as we go. So what do you think? Should we do, you like the cone, and Shannon, you like the cone? Hi, Lori. Welcome. Okay. Cone it is. Thank you for your work. We got cone petals. I don't know if you could see. And we're just taking the, you can do them together if you want, so you have the same amount of rolls. And you could do loose rolls or tighter rolls. It's up to you. Pinching and grabbing. And then maybe on the inside, we'll go a little bit looser on the cone. So that'll give it even more variation. hear a horn outside. I bet that's Amazon. And let me trying to find another zip tie to replace that one. Yes, yeah, they only give you so much mesh, or else, that's why I was going to do this. And that's why I like doing, well, I love doing on the Unique and the Creek boards as well. But I really like doing the flowers on the wire wreath frame, because then you can really put everything really close together as far as what I'm doing here. So that's why I was just hoping this was still going to turn out nice on the board with it, because you have this other row here too, which should fill everything in really nicely. Hi, Cosette. Welcome. Welcome. Right now we are making a sunflower on the Unique and the Creek board. And we're doing a cone petal for this next row. The first row we did an angel wing petal. I think I'm going to get a little clip to hold it. Excuse me. Some, and then we'll start moving on to some different wreaths and different things as well. But you can't go wrong with the sunflower. And I decided to spray paint that basket for that last one we did. So it's drying, and then I'm going to add it to the flower, and then I'll make sure I post a picture of the finished result there. But there's just so many flower petals, and the flowers are so fun to do, and they're always a great seller if you're selling wreaths or going to a craft fair. I don't know if you saw the last one I did. I almost did that live today. It was really fun. It was the daisy, and on the 21-inch mesh, and it's the big, huge daisy petals, and it's so pretty. I love that wreath. That was really a fun one to do. If you haven't checked that out, it's on my YouTube channel. And sometimes when you're doing these, they just don't, the picture does not do it justice. And that one, it doesn't, because when you see it in person, it's massive. It really makes a statement. I think that would be really cute for like a bridal shower, or like a little girl's room, or I mean, it just really makes a statement with those 21-inch petals. Yeah, if we had another row in here, we can always join holes as well. So let's just see how this, oh, that's right, we're not going to have enough mesh for that. But let's see how this turns out. Once we add this one, it should fill in this little spot right here really nicely. I'm trying to read it, Shannon. And then if you have any of these little pieces, you could just clip those off. All right. So we're rolling, rolling, rolling. And look how pretty those are. Look at those cones. So pretty. There's another, I mean, there's so many flower petals to do. I just want to start learning all of them. But that one I really want to do is where they have the button or the bead on it. That one looks really fun. Shannon. And this one's on the large Unique in the Creek board. If there's anything that you would like to see made, or whether it be live or a tutorial, and I will add it to my list of to-dos because I'm looking for ideas. And I'm getting ready to design my next kit with TMI, which I'm very excited about. And for those of you that have bought my fall kit from them, thank you for your support. It means so much to me. That was a really fun kit to make. And the next one I think I'm going to design with them is going to be a Christmas one with, I'm going to do a wreath attachment for sure. And I'm debating if I want to do a nutcracker or the gingerbread attachment. So when I get back from vacation, I'm going to pick out my next kit. Yeah, that bead one, the bead ones are really cool. Yeah. I think it was her that I was watching do on Facebook. She does the little where she shows all the like just lives with different petals. And I caught the one with the bead, or it was a button she was using, and I thought that is so pretty. Very unique looking. The nutcracker, I know. I'm a sucker for nutcrackers too, Shannon. I know you love them. I love them too. And the one is so cute. They're nutcracker wreath attachment. So I think I am going to do that in my cart, and just debating on how I'm going to do it. Do it on a round, like a pine round. So, but definitely it's, we're coming. It's, yeah, this is giving me the look, the vibes that I was going for. The only thing that we'll have to decide on is if we're going to add any leaves. I wasn't necessarily going to add leaves, but we can kind of see if play around and see about that. Yeah, the bead ones are, it is cool. It was really interesting to see how, I thought, wow, there's a lot that go into some of these petals. All right, we're getting there. Okay, well, we just finished that row. See, that went pretty quick. That was row 3. So this is what we have so far. And now we're in the next row, and let's try to maybe make the cone a little bit bigger and see what that looks like. Let's just see if we can't. Maybe do a couple big loose rolls. And if we don't like the big one, we can always, oh, it still kind of looks like the other one. Yeah, I knew you were going to say the Nutcracker, Shannon. It is a cute one. Because I like to do those really fun ones with the attachments. Like the turkey, and I don't know. I just like those cutesy fun ones. That's why I think you're really going to love the next tutorials that I have scheduled. They are so fun. Put one to the right. You already did using. The thing is, I don't know if I'm going to have enough of the mesh to, or I would do that. I would add extra, but they only give you so much in the kit. They give you 36 pieces, which is what I'm using, except for these holes. So I only really have 1, 2, 4 extra pieces to work with. So I won't be able to do the shared holes and add more. So we're just going to keep adding the ones that we have here. And try to fill this up. We're doing a cone-shaped petal. If you haven't already liked, please give it a thumbs up. I like how these boards, how everything is staggered, and it just gives it that nice, you don't like have to really think about it with all these holes. So we are getting there. It's coming along really nicely. And it's filling up more than I thought it would with this mesh. Yes, for sure. Yeah. But she was nice enough to send me this kit, so I definitely didn't want to, I wanted to use all the supplies that came with the kit, even though I don't know if I'm going to be able to, I don't know about the green leaves. It's really cute, and the ladybug is a great little addition. All right. This is actually a really fun petal to do. I like it, and I like the look of it. It's pretty. Martha, which one are you going to work on next? If that wreath wasn't in the other room, I'd give you a sneak peek of the next 2 tutorials, but you're going to have to tune in on Sunday. It is like screams fun. And the next 2, they go hand will be my hint for you. So every standard time is when I release a new tutorial on my YouTube channel. And are new to the lives, I've been trying to go live every Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific But I usually, when I know I'm going live, them on my YouTube. On the scheduled live. The other ones I couldn't figure it out, so I'd start a new live. So I know some people hopped on the other one that was scheduled, and then I couldn't see the comments. But I'm getting the hang of it. We're getting there. This for 2 years, and I've attempted it a couple times. I am just not good at that stuff at all. But I really need to. I'm actually probably going to end up having Fiverr do it because it's just so over my head. But I really need to get an email list. It's very important that I get one started. Hopefully, it's not my internet. I kicked my son out of here because he was convinced that it was going to be fine if he was on it too, and I said I don't trust that. Am I freezing for anybody else out there? Hopefully, no one's hijacking like that first live. Am I? Oh no. Well, let's see. Oh no. Huh. Okay. I'm just gonna keep plugging away, and hopefully it'll work itself out. Huh. Let me know in the comments if I come back. I've been doing really good without that happening. The first lot, all my other lives, and I hate for that to start happening right now. In and out. Okay. Sorry. I don't know what to do about that. We upgraded to a better internet because we are in the country. I don't know if it has anything to do with that. We're satellite. Back later, and then I'll be laughing at myself. Oh, am I back or am I still freezing? Okay, so we're definitely going to have to do that in a row. So let's add some more. Am I back or am I still frozen? And it's easier when you preload these. You can hear me, but you can't see me. Darn it. Because I can see myself on the phone. I don't see, there's no freezing going on the phone that's recording me. So I don't know what is going on as far as that goes. I'm back. Okay, that's good. I want you to see the fit. We didn't get this far for you not to be able to see the finished wreath. So I'm just preloading those last rows because we're definitely going to need to add some more. And I think this is filling up really nicely. And it's giving me that vibe that I was going for, a really flowy kind of sunflower, because we all know there's many different varieties of sunflowers and no flower is the same. Still choppy, I can see, but you keep Carol, I'm sorry. I really don't know what is going on. I would think that it would be on my phone that's recording me right now, but I haven't seen any any of that going on or any buffering. So I don't know. I wonder if my son has his stuff still turned on, if that has anything to do with it. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is we live in the country and our internet is satellite. So it's not like, the ones that have the underground where you connect that way, which is lightning speed. I'm hoping one day they're going to, hi Nancy, am I back? I'm hoping that we're going to get that other kind of internet one of these days. But well, hopefully I'll be back and I won't be freezing and you won't lose this connection because we're almost finished. And then I will have to ask my son and see if he can figure out what's going on. Because I know it takes to stream, it takes a lot of, you need good internet. Oh, good, Lori. Okay. I don't want to lose you all like, oh my gosh, her internet stinks. I'm not watching her anymore. Because this is the only time that it has done this to me. Except one of the lives. I noticed there was just one moment where it kind of and I think that looks really pretty with a combination of the cone petals and the angel wings at the ends. I think this is going to be really pretty. Oh, thank you, Mary. Thank you, Lori. I can't wait to see my faces. Oh my gosh. I'll be laughing at myself. I do that a lot. I like to laugh at myself. I like to have fun. And that's what crafting is about. It's about having fun. And, nothing is perfect, nothing is exact. We don't have to be perfectionists. I think we are our own worst critics. Flaws that we might see, other people are like, I don't see anything wrong. All right. So we're just moving on. And this is so nice with this pre-cut mesh. I did, she sent 2 kits. This one and around Easter time, it was the bunny face kit, which was just really fun to do. Okay, so this was the last of the holes there, if we did them in sets. So now I think we're going, let me see how much mesh I have left. And then we're going to add definitely do the shared holes for that inner row because we need to fill up these little areas right here. And I think I have exactly enough to do that. 4. Yep, I have 4. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the shared holes. So we're just going to go down one side. See, and this is why to me, it's just easier to flip it upside down than trying to mess with that, trying to get it to come up those holes. You could see better. Lori, this is a kit that was sent to me from Unique in the Creek. And she also sells, she'll sell packages, not just kits, but she sells the pre-cut mesh as well. And she has different colors and I know they sell out pretty quick a lot of times, but I will leave the link in this live after it's downloaded or uploaded. I will leave their link and you can go check that out. But the pre-cut mesh is really nice. I have a couple packs I bought from Hobby Lobby that I haven't used yet because I was going to make some more angel wings. I really want to do couple different angel wings, but I really want to do the angel wings that I saw on Unique in the Creek that they did with the heart wreath frame, and then she did the two let me see if I have one here. Oh, here it is. She did the heart, and then they attached these two boards at the end of the heart after you open it up and do it the traditional way. Well, I mean, there's no traditional way. There's so many different versions. But she added these on to the heart wreath frame, and it turned out so beautiful. So I only have one of these, so I need to get one more before I attempt that one. But it looked really pretty. You couldn't get Oh, you couldn't get the boards, Lori? Or you mean like order from them? Because of the tariffs? You mean like the prices went up when you tried to order, or they weren't able to ship them here? Oh, they're no longer they're no longer selling the pre-cut mesh because of the tariffs? All right. So now I'm done. I'm down to a couple. These two I was testing out earlier. All right. So now let me just make this piece work. You probably do, Cindy. You probably do. He's over there sleeping. I'm going to bring him on when we're finished here so he can say hi. He's been watching my every move. He sees me with my suitcase and packing, and I've been like doing errands, and he's been giving me the stink eye. He knows something is up. And that's why I'm so glad I don't have to drop him off at the border, that my son will. He's only going to have to go for 4 days because they'll watch him the rest. Because it just breaks my heart. Last time I brought him, he was doing this high pitched like whine, and I was like, oh my gosh. Turbo Lori is my. So if you have watched any of my tutorials on my YouTube channel, I will, when I'm editing my tutorials, I'll hear him. You can hear him, this big snore. And so instead of editing it out, because it's hard to edit it all out, I just have to say that's my pug. He's, that's Turbo. He's snoring. But yeah, you'll hear it on my videos. I'll be crafting, and all of a sudden this big snore, snore. So usually you hear him in most of my tutorials because he's attached at my hip, and if I'm in the craft room, he's in the craft room, usually sleeping. He sleeps a lot. They are, and it makes me feel so guilty, but I can't take him with me. He's got to stay. So I really hope he does okay. It's hard. I don't like that, but they're good there. He's been there a couple times before. We don't go that often. Okay, this is one I was testing out, so it's a little. I should have done this maybe on the other ones, but we need this piece of mesh, so I'm going to have to make this work. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Do you hear him snoring on the tutorials? I always have to say something because I don't want him to think it's like my husband or someone sitting there next to me snoring while I'm crafting. Oh, he's so cute. But he had his recheck at the vet, and his ear infection was all cleared up. She was very impressed because usually we'll have to do another round of medicine. And she said she was very surprised and pleasantly surprised that it had cleared up. So he's doing much better. I just have to really watch him in this heat because of their breathing issues that they have. And she even said that she's seen the pugs and the Frenchies, even in the 80-degree weather, have that breathing stuff going on. Because their bodies overheat, like they can't regulate their heat like other dogs. So I have to really, really watch it with him when we take our walks. I have to make sure it was late. It wasn't in the middle of the day or anything, but I think it was still a little humid. For some reason, that day was humid, which normally we don't get humidity like that. And he was struggling. He was struggling. Oh, hi, Lori. I'm in California, Turlock, California, which is right smack in the middle of California in the valley. And we are ag country around here. So you've got that humidity going on in Tennessee, right? Oh, Craft Outlet has the pre-cut mesh too. Don't get me started, Shannon. I haven't placed my Craft Outlet order yet, and I need to contain myself because I get in trouble there. All right, this filled up nicely. I'm glad that we oh yeah, I bet it's hard to breathe there, and you're right smack in the middle of it, right? I'm going to be going to Oklahoma soon too, and it's so humid there. Oh, you're raining. Wow. Fun. I'm jealous. We haven't got much rain in a while. We had a drought for a long time in California, so we really didn't. You're from Oklahoma. What part of Oklahoma? I know Oklahoma, but my family, they live in Grove, Oklahoma, which is right on the Grand Lake of the Cherokees. Oh, he won't go out. That's how Turbo is too. He will not. He knows it's hot, and for me to take him out to the bathroom, I have to be like, "Let's go," or even pick him up because he's like, "I don't want any part of that heat." I don't know what. Norman. Oh yeah, my cousins used to live in Norman. So you know where Grove is too, right? Isn't that like pretty close by? It's so beautiful there. I loved it. I've been there just a few times, and we're going when we in August, so it's probably going to be in the peak of all the being humid. Yeah, I don't think. Oh, I haven't. I know they. I want to say. I wonder if we've been passed through Norman, but they lived in Norman for a while, and now they're in Missouri and Arkansas. It rains almost every day. Wow, that's why everything's so lush and green, so beautiful. Yes, it's probably the worst month, right? With the weather. See, and I'm one of those weird people because, I'm California and I love that. I think it's so cool with that humidity. Just dying and hates it, but I just think those now by that lake and here in the what are those little bugs called that make those noises? Not locusts. What are those things called? I know you know, Cindy. What are those bugs called? Cicadas, is that what they're called? Because we don't have those, and I think that is the best thing ever. Deck over that lake with that humid, beautiful night listening to the cicadas. Oh, yeah, cicadas. Okay. Yeah, I never knew what those were, and I was like, it's like music to your ears. It's so pretty. I love those things. Okay, so oh yes, okay. Phew, this is exactly how I had envisioned this coming out. I was a little nervous because I didn't give it a trial run, and I wasn't sure with this mesh if it was going to fill up, um, make it nice and full where you couldn't see the board. And I'm very happy with how this is turning out. So this is exactly, well, this is one way that you can do the poinsettia wreath as well. The same thing, just do it in a red or a white, and then you add your Christmas balls in the middle, and you have yourself a poinsettia wreath. Thank you, Lori. Thank you, Shannon, Cindy. And now we're going to add the finishing touch, which is our beautiful center. And I'm not going to add the green on this because I just don't think it's going to look good. And I think this is beautiful just like it is. I mean, it's going to be perfect. And then we have this cute little ladybug. Look how cute this is. I like how they give you all little fun little things in the kit. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Okay, so it looks like we have this little plastic glue on it. I'm wondering how it holds up with the glue. What we'll do is we'll do the glue, and then we'll also maybe add a little one of those little floral pins that we made last time. So let me grab some florals here. And I'm just going to grab, I mean, the glue should hold just fine, but I'm going to do this, add another little thing to it just to make sure. Use rapid fuse. Is that the, because I don't know if I don't think I have rapid fuse. I don't know where it is. And this drawer's a mess. Oh, I had it all organized at one point. This is what I got. I don't know if this is Loctite. I don't know how fast that dries. That might take a little bit to dry. Yes, E6000. I have some of that too. Does that dry pretty fast? It doesn't take as long. It's just, oh, okay. I'm going to get some. I'm going to check it out. Thank you, Shannon. But we'll just add these little, I just cut off a little piece of floral wire from some flowers, and we're just going to add that in there too, just to give it a little extra. So I have my glue gun here. I thought it died on my last live, and it's still kicking. I think the glue was just stuck. Check that out. All right, so we're just going to do this, and then I'm going to stick these in there as well. And just add some glue. Stick that right dab in the middle. Whew, don't burn yourself. Actually, I think this might hold just fine. I don't think I need to add those little picks. We're just going to give it a minute, let that dry. I mean, we can always add these. It's not going to hurt anything. I can see the holes now. We'll just add those two little things in the holes there just to make sure. So let's just give it a minute, let this dry. All right, yeah, we're all gonna have to get some of that rapid fuse. Does it like it holds it like it just takes a couple of minutes type thing? Because I know that E6000, well, at least on metal signs, you have to let it kind of sit overnight a little bit. I'm actually going to get one is that metal hole puncher so you can make your own holes in your metal signs to make it easier to attach. All right, so we're getting there. We are ready to add our center. And I'm so glad this turned out the way I had it in my mind, because I wouldn't want to go through this live and then it not turn out the way I wanted it. Okay. So now I got those holes covered up with these little centers here. So we're going to have to do our best to find those holes. So they're right here. Oh, do you? Yeah, I got that on my list. There's a lot of things on my list that I need. I probably don't need, but you know. Just crafter without. Like I didn't need that little fun little gun, but boy, is that fun. I love that thing. Okay, it's going to take me a minute because I have these. I might have to move some of these unless, oh, there it is. I see it now. So now I'm just going to take the pipe cleaner. Oh, there's one. We got one. Now if I can find that other one. Oh, there it is. And now we're going to take our center. And these centers are so great. You don't have to think about it. They're all ready for you. Oh, look how pretty that is. Okay. And then we're just going to come on the back. I'm going to or is it just kind of the one like a hole puncher but for metal? Yeah, I think that would be a really handy thing to have to make easier to prep your signs. Ooh, look how pretty that is. I love it. So pretty. So pretty. Have I broke up again or since that last episode, or is it the streaming staying okay? Now we got to decide, where do we want our ladybug? Because look how cute this ladybug is. So where should we put the ladybug? Should we add it like on? Let's see what it looks like first. Well, first let's find the center of our flower, which is those indented holes, because that's where we're going to add our hanger. Choppy, but okay. Okay. Well, I'll watch it back and see, and maybe my son can help me figure out what's going on. Because I've done everything on. All right. Well, I think I'm going to add mine on the yellow too, because I think it'll look pretty on the yellow. Yeah, I like that petal that you did for yours, Shannon. I just didn't want to do the same petal as you. I didn't want to be a copycat. Just because we both got these kits. It was funny because Shannon, I didn't know that they had sent her the kit, and then I got the kits too, and then she had posted that she was going live, and I thought, well, I better wait a little bit to do mine, because we're both doing the same thing. But that's what's great is you can, and that's what's so great about these kits is you can do whatever, and there's so many different variations. I really like this mesh. I think this is really this. I'm glad I finally got to it. So I'm just going down one of those holes, and it's on a big wire, so we can have it go higher or lower. Let's just play around with it a little bit. I'm just trying to get the wire bent in the back here until I figure out about where I want this. Come on, ladybug. It's not cooperating with me right now. All right, Lori, we'll see you next time. I won't be live next Thursday, but the following Thursday I'll be back. And I'll be rested and relaxed and ready to start some more fall designs. And make sure that you watch my tutorial for this Sunday and next Sunday. I've got a really fun special one planned for everyone. Oh wait, what am I doing? I got my hanger is up here, so let me put my ladybug more. I just don't know. I think he would be kind of cute on the there too. I'm just going to cut this wire, and we're just going to stick him right in here. There we go. Or should we put him in the middle more? In the yellow part. But that's what's great. You can move them wherever you want to place them. But I think this turned out so cute and so fun. And you can use the same exact technique, I usually did the medium size one in the center, and then the smaller ones I put around the outside. And it makes a beautiful poinsettia wreath. I've done them in the poly burlap as well as the deco mesh like this, and I love them both, but I have to say I preferred it in the regular deco mesh. I made one for my neighbor, and I was looking at it and I thought, you know what? I almost like that better than the poly burlap mesh. So it's very versatile, very fun. And if that doesn't scream fun, I don't know what does. So that completes all of our sunflowers that I'm going to be doing for this season. You could check out the last two lives. We did the Michael's petal, which is the more of a traditional sunflower that most people do. So did a no fray petal, which has the a pointed tip. And then we did the angel wing and the I don't know what the cone petal, if that's what it's called. But there's so many ways that you can do these, and I think that turned out really fun. Super fun. So I appreciate you all being here. If you haven't liked this, if you could please give me a thumbs up, like this live. It really helps me and my channel. YouTube will push me out in the algorithm. If you're new to my channel, if you could please subscribe as well. These new tutorials every Sunday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can always count on something new, something fun. And I am moving on to my fall designs right now. And if you have anything that you have seen that you think is cute that you'd like to see made, just leave me a comment, let me know, and we will just have a lot of fun this fall and this Christmas with some different designs. And oh, thank you, Cindy. Thank you. I cannot wait. We are leaving tomorrow. We go on an 8-day cruise in the Mexican Riviera, and I'm just excited to relax. There's going to be lots of eating, lots of drinking, and just a lot of relaxation and maybe a little bit of gambling. I told my husband, I said, he was not dictating, but like trying to get our budget. And I was like, okay, how much are you going to allow me to gamble? Because he doesn't like to gamble, but I love to gamble. I'm like, I'm in heaven. I'm on a boat in the ocean and there's a casino. Oh my goodness. So I will be back, and I just appreciate you all being here, supporting me on my life journey. It means so much. And I hope that you all have a wonderful night, and I will see you a couple Thursdays from now. Thanks for watching Holly Hobbies, from my heart to yours. Bye.